Allegations hanging over one of the senior officers involved. He also questions if links should have been made to an earlier case of another missing child who disappeared 7 miles away from Praia de Luz.
That alone is very, very suspicious, because there is not one case in the UK where 2 children, unknown to each other, within a 7-mile radius have disappeared. Yet we have a very small country, Portugal, and we have the only 2 cases of missing girls who are still missing in a very close proximity.
8-year-old Joanna was never found. In 2004, her mother, Leonor Cipriano, said she'd been abducted and she appealed for her to come home. Later, she was found guilty of killing her daughter. But her ex-husband, Joanna's stepfather, has accused the officers of falsifying evidence and beating a confession out of his wife.
They began talking to my wife, and before she could answer, they started to beat her. She says she confessed because she was beaten so badly, and she only confessed so the beatings would stop.
She is now serving 16 years in prison for murdering her daughter. No body was ever found. The police officer in charge of that investigation was Inspector Gonçalo Amaral, also a senior investigating officer in the disappearance of Madeline. Of course, these are only allegations and haven't been proved. Inspector Amaral denies he's done anything wrong. Ironically, he now has the same arguido or suspect status as the McCanns, while the claims made by a convicted murderer are investigated.
I do think there are a lot of similarities between both cases. Both cases even happened in the same region. There is something fishy about this.
Despite the decision to name the McCanns as suspects and criticism of the Portuguese investigation, some argue